Oh my god, browns again? No, no, please. No, they're chocolate switches. It's fine. Howdy hey, Hipyo Tech here, and today I have a lot of manic energy. So we're doing a lot of manic things, like filling a board with a pillow, and checking out this invisible stand, which you're not fooling anybody, I see you, you're right there. What's your problem? Anyways, we're checking out a keyboard that's less than $100, the NT68, and it's wobbly. Wait, but did you say less than $100? Budget gang? I'm in. And yeah, we'll talk about why the stand is not invisible later. But first, let's get it unboxed. So, this board was sent to me by Epomaker, and they did sponsor this video as well. Like all is standard in my Epomaker videos, I say whatever I want, they don't care. I've literally called their boards bad before, and they've been like, thanks for the video. So, you know, that's how it goes. Anyways, this is the NT68. Wait, this is a different looking rectangle than normal. What's going on here, Hipyo? Rectangle has a fold? Alright, I'll just get the accessories, and let me tell you a little bit about the board, I guess. So, this board is a Kickstarter that will be starting on the 10th of August. Now, Epomaker does generally fulfill their Kickstarters quite fast. However, I think you should check out my video on the AK-84 in the top right after this, as it's got a little bit more info on that. Now, Kickstarters always have a risk, and I generally don't advise joining them. However, Epomaker's boards almost always sell in their store afterwards, so if you're watching this video really late, like a couple months from the release date, then check the description, there might actually just be a link to buy it. We'll talk about the board in a second, but first let's talk about these switches. So the board comes with the option of Skylung mechanical switches, and these are actually pretty dang good. We'll talk about the brown switches later, haha MX Brown funny, but they're definitely not what you think. Also, the blue is clicky, the silver is like fast speed, and the red is just a normal linear. I'd say they're better than Gateron switches, like a decent amount. Also, the bane of this keyboard is these two very, very short cables. Like, look at these guys. What are you plugging that into? And they gave me a Panda spacebar, which I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, but now it's time to break into, whoa. Oh, oops, I fixed that. Y'all ever seen a see-through rectangle before? Okay, so this see-through rectangle is magnetic. Oh, ho, ho, ho. And it holds a keyboard. So if you haven't noticed already, this keyboard is kind of meant for people with laptops, tablets, or phones. Not necessarily PC epic gamers. So if some of you have seen like those really cool tablet cases that like fold up and do fancy things, that's what you've got here. Although I definitely don't recommend using it in this position. It can kind of fold to give your keyboard an angle, it can serve as a carrying case, it can support your phone or tablet, or you can just remove it and it magnetically attaches to the bottom. It's kind of nifty, honestly, but I personally don't have any use for it. But I do see it as probably the biggest selling point, as, look, you could put your phone there, and then, yeah, I guess you could put your phone there. But let's talk about the features of this keyboard. So this is a 65%, and you can purchase it for $89 or $95, depending on how early you are to their Kickstarter. Now, this board has an aluminum chassis and is actually pretty high quality for being sub 100. Like, we'll talk about the sound and stuff later, but I'm genuinely impressed on the build quality of this bad boy. Also, because it's a 65% keyboard, it keeps the arrow keys, but it does get rid of the F row. But they're embedded in the number keys if you press the FN key. Also, it's Bluetooth and has a ton of macros and works with Windows and Mac. Wait, macros. But you'll definitely be using this as a Bluetooth keyboard and only a Bluetooth keyboard. So if you're not into that, don't get this. I would say if you're looking for a ton of customization, Skylung software is very crummy and hard to work with. Although it does let you change some macro stuff. I would not get this if you're super into customizing your layout of your keyboard and stuff. Now, if you have a clever eye, you would have noticed there's no USB-C port on the back. It's on the side for some reason. I think to plug into a dongle better. This does look really clean, and it's also got a little notch to turn on the battery, because this baby is Bluetooth and, oh yeah, RGB gamer time, I guess. It's got full RGB backlighting, which we won't go over much because I really can't be bothered, but it, you know, it's okay. But seriously, Epomaker, what the hell is this cable? What is going on? But like, where am I gonna plug this in? Okay, anyways, now that I've taken a deep breath, we can get into the switches, right after a message from our sponsor. Squarespace. Wait, don't skip yet, don't skip yet. If you skip, it ruins my retention, then my channel dies. Now, those of you that are paying attention to the Squarespace ad saga know that Alfred stole my keyboards, and he needs to make a Squarespace website to get some stuff back. Squarespace is one of the best platforms to build a website online. I've used it. I built a website, hipyotech.com. You can check it out. And it's super easy. They give you all the tools to do whatever you need. Like, you can even make a shop and stuff. Like, I'm really dumb when it comes to developing websites and all of that, and I was able to figure it out very swiftly. I'd say definitely check it out by clicking that link down in the description, and you'll get a free trial to make your own website. And when you're ready to publish it, use code HIPYOTECH for 10% off your first purchase. Okay, bye. Okay, I told you I'd talk about the poopy switches, right? See, this is what you get for waiting. You've been so good. Okay, they're not poopy switches, they're not MX brands, and if you've seen my video on the AK-84, then you know what's up here. But no, they're not MX brands. These actually have a noticeable tactile bump, and I'd say if you're into tactiles, this isn't the worst thing you could go for. The factory lubing on these is actually really good, and they feel pretty smooth right out of the box. Now, this board supports 5-pin hot swap, meaning you can take the switches out without desoldering, but it has north-facing LEDs, meaning that if you're looking to swap out these keycaps, look for a different board with south-facing LEDs. Okay, you guys want to see some magic? Check this out. You can click this red button, and it turns gray. That's insane. Try it out right now. See what happens. I dare you. Note if it's already gray. Please don't click it. Oh god. Okay, anyways, let's just put, wait. Oh, it made the switch red? Oh my god, that's insane. Here's a quick sound test. Okay, so the stabilizers on this board sound abysmal, and I think we can do a little bit of work. But the actual board itself sounds pretty good. Also, there was some real magic for you, I guess, if you wanted that. Okay, opening it up reveals a very interesting inside. So we've got the battery, and that battery might be a little bit hard to recharge with the whole cable thing, but it should be decent enough. And then I think you guys know what's going on here. I filled a couple boards with this pillow. Check out the video in the top right for the OG video. That one's pretty fun. And this one's a little bit different in that there's hardly any room in this case. Now, the bottom is made out of plastic, so I'm just putting a little tiny layer of pillow foam to fill the gaps in the plastic. I don't necessarily recommend doing this on a board with a battery, as it can be a big fire hazard. So be careful, please. Don't actually try this at home. Also, messing around with a battery like this, you could accidentally puncture it, and that could cause a fire. So just maybe don't do this. Just watch the entertainment. Look at how entertaining you are. Wait, I am. Now, I thought this was gonna be really, really hard to close, but it just required a tiny bit of force, and then it clipped right in. Also, I really wanted to fill this with Flex Seal, but there wasn't enough space, and why isn't my magic working? Okay, let me try it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, nice. So now that we've got the board together, you're probably wondering what I think of it. So I don't have a laptop or a tablet, so I can't really put this board to good use, but for under $100, if you're looking for a lower profile keyboard with the cool feature of that tent little stand that's not invisible, by the way, then this could honestly be a pretty fair bargain. The keycaps are really high quality, the switches are quite nice, and the case makes decent sounds. If you're looking for no effort required to make a decent board, this is probably it. Speaking of no effort, please go follow my Twitter at HipyoTech, link in the description. Anyways, I'll be leaving you with the sound test. Please watch the whole thing to support my YouTube algorithm overlords. Also, a massive special thank you to the Mr. Man, Beezer Starchild, Joseph Kerrang, Rosie Ray, and Aquarius Keyboards who all hit the join button and support my channel. Thank you so much, and bye.